Let's
also have
go,
the same
match
theory
point untuk
here.
kedua tim bang ya, satu
This-
sama untuk
But I
sementara.
feel like if they wanted to go
Siapa yang akan
Kanja,
menang
they
ini?
could have gone for a more active,
Onyx
heavy
atau
damage, heavy
tim
crowd control
Falcon?
EXP laner.
Final moments of
Let's
the
go,
draft.
let's go,
Welcome to
let's go
Mobile
bang ya.
Legends.
One
Game
final go
ketiga.
for Falcons to keep the dream alive. Game 3 between Onyx PH and Falcons PH.
Whew, I'm wondering how this Bane's gonna work out too, man. I feel like he works really well on this map.
Telat pula aku tadi
The
nonton.
expanding rivers, especially when he's in the gold lane. So
Helps
I
with
think,
double laning.
yeah, I think this is what we're gonna expect from Super
Bruce
Marco. Like
pakai
he's gonna have to
Super
be
Prince-nya masih
proactive
pakai
in this
Angela
one.
di
Assassin,
sini.
it's not a mage
Ini ada
emblem
King
set,
Kong.
it's an assassin emblem set.
Huh.
And
Or-
we don't know
Kali
exactly what
ini
kind
Bane-nya
of
dipakai
this
oleh
is.
It could also
Team
be a
Falcon.
Bane that's Assassin Emblem, but it's actually still built for magic because he might be chasing the more adaptive pen.
You can do either way.
Yeah, it can go either way, but let's see, let's see. There is still a chance that it's actually a swerve to the physical, but they'll be lacking damage.
Oh,
Karat
Flap.
bos.
You are Uranus, but okay, he's gonna be fine.
You can only take so much punishment. And that's actually an important part of the laning phase up against the Uranus. You can't allow the Uranus to just stack through the crab. You're gonna have to contest him for it. And Kirk will be able to get it with the help
Prince-nya
of
pakai
Bruce.
Angela lagi.
Oh, confirmed, it is a mage Bane. See
Tapi kalau dikombo
basic
sama
hook
Kirk memang
that he's
oke bang
building.
ya.
And
Sama
again, as expected, he's doing
Arlott.
well against the Granger in lane.
Tapi
He's much
Ogin
more
di sini
sustained.
pakai Kaja.
See, this time around, we'll see Super Marco pull off
Jadi
that
lancelotnya nggak
flicker,
bisa semena-mena.
deadly catch right into the face of Keldra, similar to what he did to him. It's the same matchup, but reversed.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're gonna rely on here too. And if they don't have that, then they at least have a Kanja that can go ahead and go for pick-off potential. But
4
you know,
orang.
you sprinkle in the fact that you're gonna be dealing with an Angela like we saw.
Waduh, 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 waduh.
He was trying to bait them out. Now he's going to be in trouble. Does pop the
Mati dong
flicker,
Falcon.
but it doesn't
Memang
matter. King
ditungguin,
Kong
Bang.
getting the first blood here, right in time for this turtle to come up.
Yeah, that has to be a concession there for Falcons. Unless Few pulls off some magic.
Oh,
that's
nice feather
big.
Ya, King Kong.
King Kong's really
Karat.
low. They should be able to do something. Few trying to get away, but Kirk will clean up that kill. Yes, the turtle reset. Ogwin on the hunt. It looks like he went with Divine Judgment anyway. So we caught King Kong out. But now now they're going
Mati
to go
lagi
for
dong.
Ogwin. He tries to get away here. Stuck in the wall, stuck in a hard place, but can't get away. And now Flap just had to watch him go down.
It's like multiple times here, I'm looking at Falcons and thinking, don't you wish that EXP laner had more crowd control?
Tapi
It has
setidaknya King
massive
Kongnya mati ya.
sustain, but Onyx are nullifying that by bursting him down, shoving him into the ground. I don't think Falcons should contest this anyways. Onyx get the first turtle clean.
That was a good attempt though by Falcons to try and drag things out.
Apa
But at that
pertama
point,
didapatkan oleh King
it seems
Kong
like they
di
just
sini.
overheated. You delay the Lancelot a little bit, but then he
Tapi
got a
kalau
turtle, so
tingginya
it's
udah
like, what's the
farming
point of
sana
losing
sini.
your roamer? You just balance things out with a slight lead for Onyx. See if Falcons can find a turnaround through. They should try to commit the play before the next turtle. They shouldn't try to just play around the objectives alone.
Next question would be, when is Falcons
Ini
going to
dia.
be ready? When will
Equipment-nya.
this whole Divine Judgment combo come through? If they can pick off one dude, move on. Pick off one dude, move on. Are they waiting for Marco here again? Like
Holy Crystal, maybe?
the same situation? Yeah, is that what they're going for?
I mean, they're playing around the Farsa, so if Few does provide some strong burst as well, we got to see it. If it's not going to be King Kong that they're picking, if they somehow can get to Keldra when he's in his laning phase, then your next best target is Super Princess Angela. So they do have enough firepower, but Kaltizi will need to be there to finish it off.
Will they be in a... Oh, whoa, okay.
Nggak kena.
Your
Flap,
question.
Flap's going to be fine. I'm wondering, though, if Team Falcons,
Hampir
will
aja
their
Angelanya
damage
masuk
be
tadi.
too mitigated once some of
Kalau kena, udah
the
pasti
magic
masuk.
resistance items are built here from Onyx? Because, I mean, a lot of their damage is magic heavy.
I
The,
think
the
they're
Farsa,
fine.
the Bane, like Bane to an extent.
I think they're fine.
Yeah.
I think there will come a point where, yes, suddenly when the Athena shield comes out, it will slow down Falcon's damage output. But also, there will come a point wherein Falcon's damage will once again spike up. If we get
Yeah.
there, that's the question. If
LT-nya
will we get
masih
there?
berusaha farming terus.
Because it has been proven, 3-item Bane does not care about magic defense.
He
Just
laughs,
bursty
at your,
enough.
he laughs at your items.
Like, no matter what, he will hurt. Even if it's mitigated hurt, it's still like 40% of your health hurt.
All right, here's the unfortunate truth is, oh, yeah, Flash will be fine. Marco isn't having as good an early game as Keldra was on the Bane game one.
Turtle
Yeah.
kedua
He's
sudah
down
muncul
about
di sana.
300 gold. with no real action happening there. Oh,
Whoa, they're gonna jump in anyway.
Oh, they missed.
Flicker
Final
langsung
slash is
view-nya.
gonna be used too.
Udah yakin
Okay,
dia
they
itu
missed that one.
Yeah,
diincer.
a lot of misses. They'll have hard guard available yet again, though, and the final slash does come back very fast. But Ogwen still has his Divine Judgment, no committal on any ultimates, except for the Mountain Shocker.
Oh, Brusco's gonna go ahead
Brusco-nya
and
langsung
heal.
ditarik.
He's gonna get pulled with Divine Judgment. They're gonna force the fight anyway.
Kirk
Kirk
terpaksa
trying to
flicker.
disengage, get out of here. King Kong will start that up, has the hard guard. Multiple members of Team Falcons are around. There's the deadliest catch from Marco. Kyle will get the turtle. Fight's gonna break out. Super Marco falls. And now Kelra back to the turret here.
2 for 1 plus the turtle. I think that's still expensive.
Yeah. And King Kong being able to get the purple buff, who, by the way, dodged the deadly catch because he was able to iframe Kyle TZ. Did he? Yeah, he secured his own purple buff, it looks like. So no steal there for King Kong.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Does he get out? Where do you use that
Okay,
Mountain
so
Shocker here? I
we're
think
gonna-
they're going to chase him down. Few does have a feathered airstrike, but they're just going to put pressure here on the bottom side.
All right.
Para
I think
King
we're
Kong.
starting to see the pain of this Uranus, actually.
Para
It's
satu level.
annoying because Flap keeps cutting waves. Yeah, you don't feel him that much in the team fights because they're not giving crowd control, but then the Uranus damage, as it keeps stacking on you and as he keeps getting stacked, is a problem. So good on Flap for being able to dig himself out the hole of, hey, I'm not that much of a use, but now he is.
Yep, got to the 6.5 minute mark, switched lanes with Super
Yes,
Marco
nya
here.
clear dulu.
And they're going to wreak havoc on the map. Oh,
Oh,
No.
Super Marco in trouble. Good final slash
Ditarik.
into the Raging Sandstorm, and now feathered airstrike on the response. Brusco
Nggak
is
bisa.
going to be fine.
Harus
Will heal up
di-cancel
himself
lagi.
alongside Super Francis hard guard. A good pickup up on Marco.
and now we see one major weakness
Tapi
that
jebol
Falcons
atasnya.
have. We did not account for this in the draft. Brusco's quick sand guard is only really stopped by 2 things.
World
3
leader
things if you're
kah,
counting
masih kali
Parsons
tujuh.
passive.
Farming yang
And 2
ngeri.
of those are ults.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop him from just healing in your face.
Especially with a hard guard on him, you know? Like, it just makes it even that much harder to deal with.
Iya,
Again, a
kena.
final slash.
Goodness,
Kirk. Oh, he'll get the
Nice,
flicker
di sana
out from
flickernya.
Few. Man, Kirk is looking to make it the same case he did in the previous game with the MVP performance.
Yeah, 3 straight games on the R-Lot. And I like this idea for Onyx. It's just like, you know what, Kirk, let's put you on a hero that you can play very well, that makes you active, we can feel your impact, and let's just keep doing it over and over again and draft around it.
Oh, now they're going to have to fight this turtle. Last one of the game. Again, a final slash is
Langsung
available.
ditarik.
There's Divine Judgment. They're going to go for Brusco. He's gone. Deadliest catch was used as well. Hard guard to
kali
follow.
gua.
Kirk
Ih,
jumped
kalah
in.
retri
Kyle will
lagi,
get the
Tong.
turtle. Fight.
Mati
They're
dong.
still looking for more. Team Falcons will go in, forcing
Nah,
back
masih selamat, bos.
Onyx as King Kong
Tapi
barely
duitnya
gets away with
jebol.
his health. And Flap leading the drive. They'll see if they can
Yakin
get this
aku
tier
jebol
1
ini
down
kayaknya.
in the mid.
Flap TZ is such a
Paksa mereka.
scoundrel. He literally pushed back 4 members of Onyx just by
Okay.
existing. Whoa!
Whoa, Kirk. Again, the final slash is going to go for Few. He
Nah,
has
masih
the hard
selamat
guard
parsanya.
here. I think it was just to save this turret.
Yep. Angela Arlott yet again. What a menacing combo. And for Onyx, well, I don't think they'd be so
Masih
hurt about what just happened there.
berusaha
They can still
Onyx-nya
fight.
pakai
But the problem is
combo.
now, Brusco, he's going to think twice about just even
Arlott
getting
sama
vision because
Angelanya.
Owen and Few have their timing on point. Few actually used the first hit of Feathered Airstrike max range and trusted that Brusco will just be able to drag the Khalid in time for the first hit.
Yep.
Landing the second, landing the third. That was perfect timing there by Few and Ogwen.
So far,
Oh,
all right. So far, these kills on Onyx were off of coin flip engagements, and I think
Yeah.
Falcons have read them. Falcons aren't allowing it anymore. Key example as to why is Super Marco's keeping himself more in scarce. He's just not showing up.
Yeah.
kind of has to, too, at this point, man. All he has really is the flicker. Hard guard's going to be used.
sakit
Are they going to
itu.
go for Ogwen? Raging Sandstorm collapsing down. Ogwen's going to be gone. Now Few has to pop the flicker again. They pick up a 1 in the mid lane.
Kaltinya
Super
masih
Marco's just
berusaha
around
di
the
sana
corner. Not
menjadikan
sure if they're
item
going to go for
dua,
much, though.
3
Conceal
item.
on out. Kyle's here, pops the Mountain Shocker, but still, all this in the mid lane to be focused on King Kong. Leading up in the front, Flap and Kyle are fine.
You saw the slow approach that Onyx did to making sure they pick off Ogwen and even almost landed a pick onto Few, is that they were watching and seeing, okay, it seems like no one's quickly responding to this. Then they go for the dive, then they back out. So appreciate the
yang
patience,
pertama,
the execution
kita
there
lihat.
by Onyx.
And in response, Falcons are also being patient. I think Marco was contemplating the flicker deadly catch once again, but again, they don't have a front line, so it's not as easy to take advantage of that. They have to really go off of Ogwin's Divine Judgment, full combo, and pick off one more after the initial. Flap
nice.
Easy gets hit with a final slash. He's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot to overload Flap Teasy here on this Uranus. He's built up,
Ini
scaled up
Super
pretty
Marco
well.
nya masih kurang item kayaknya Super Marco nya.
On and the photo for friends.
Jadi main safe aja dia.
Such a pain to deal with. King Kong though, every time he enters, he loses a lot of health. So even more so now, it's a lot of mechanical pressure on him to maximize his
Oh,
dash.
final slash again.
Lu,
Great timing
hilang
that time
dong.
to take out Ogwin.
Yeah, great combo there by Onyx. They made the most out of the Raging Sandstorm and Final Slash.
And because of that, I think they read the map. The coast is clear. That's a man down for Falcons. They will try to regain parts of it. I don't think they can take the Lord just as quickly. No turrets are down. Flapteasy holding the fort here. Feather Airstrike.
Lu, kill
Putting
run-nya
pressure on King Kong. Flap also zoning them out. Lord's gonna go for a reset at half health. Now Super Marco there with Brusco. Flap taking a burn of damage. Actually have to burn the flicker. So no team committing to this Lord just yet as Team Falcons forced Onyx off.
Yeah, Falcons will now have to slow down the pace, wait for Few to get his Feathered Airstrike because you cannot team fight without the ultimate of the Farsa. Yes, Super Marco deals a lot of damage, but you need all the damage you bring to the table, of course,
farming
going
itu,
up against a lineup that has an Angela. But I hope Falcons are also
Nggak
considering
peduli
that they're
dia sama
not going to
Lordnya
blow all
lagi.
their abilities at once, because Super Friends again has been perfect timing with that hard guard. And with all the sustainability that Onyx brings to the table,
level
if
15.
Falcons use all their ultimates in one
King
go,
Kong yang kalah
they
satu
might
level.
not have enough for a longer engage. Something that Onyx does well, because again, they're playing around an Angela.
Oh, they're going Divine
langsung
Judgment on
ditarik.
Brusco. He's gone out of the
Hilang
picture
dong.
with the deadliest catch to the hard guard for King Kong, forcing him under the mid turret, and now Ogwin's the one to follow. They're going to fight under tier 1 in the mid. Few takes some damage, but they still stay together. Both teams
Satu-satu.
losing the roams.
All right, those are two frontliners that they had to sacrifice to get each other. And here's the painful truth. Falcons spent more battle spells, but they do have the damage advantage, and they're going for the blitz
kelamaan
here.
dong.
Yeah, they can. King Kong still at the purple buff. They have the information, but Super Marco
Mati
helps
dong
secure
gearnya.
it in. A hard
Masih
guard
ada
with the
Angela.
final slash. Flap leading the charge.
Mundur
Kelra
sepertinya.
is going to be stopped in his tracks
Lah,
with the
kejauhan
Mount
dong.
Chakra. Now Kirk could be in trouble as Few picks up the kill with a feathered airstrike.
Look, just like that, Keller and King Kong already making work at the tower in mid, and
Masih selamat
Marco
dong.
almost fell to King.
Oh, the rum, the ale kept them alive. Falcons, an amazing dance around that Lord. Does lose the mid lane
strateginya
tier 1, but they get the big
Kuat
one.
kali loh.
Yeah, Onyx are doing really well with the trading though. It seems like for every little win Falcons finds, Onyx finds a win elsewhere through the map. Now Keller with the Sea Halberd. Ooh, okay, this might not be good for Falcons, but they do have the damage already. They just have to make sure that Keller and King Kong are accounted for.
Gonna push this one in the mid lane.
Lah, 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 kena dong.
Anyway, Super Marco's gone. He dropped down the
Tapi
deadliest
satu-satu,
catch.
tapi rugi.
Again, Brusco made the choice with the flicker, and they'll take out Super Marco.
That was double point blank Rampaging Sandstorm. He relocated via the flicker about an inch just
Yeah.
to get in Marco's face.
That was perfect.
And that's what they needed.
Yeah, great initiation, great call by Brusco. It was a shotgun initiation, but hell, it worked out. And good stop by Kirk. They're not allowing the Lord to charge, but I think it's about to load it
Jebol
up.
lah.
There it is.
Yeah, it does get that one in.
Iya sih jebol.
Shocker used with a feathered airstrike just to push him off this base turret. Hard guard's going to be used as well. Conceal. They hold on to the top base turret for Onyx base, so Team Falcon's not able to open it just yet.
Falcons have been approaching this late game ramp up
King Kong
surgically.
sama Keltinya udah
and
masuk
with
later.
such
Cuma dari
discipline.
King Kong ketinggalan.
Again, shotgun approaches are what caused Marco to die, but 5,000 gold up. For the first time in this series, Falcons are calling shots. This reminds me of their late game in game 1.
Yeah.
Just sitting outside Onyx base, asking them, what are you going to do now?
Again, besides Marco, they still have Few and Kyle Teasy to play around. Although, how well they can counter a fight once the hard guard is up, once King Kong is there, once Keller is there, it continues to be the question for Falcon. So far, they've been answering it well. That even Kirk, who has been stellar on this Arlot all series long, has now hit a point of diminishing returns in terms of what his final slash means. Yes, he's getting a lot. Yes, he's making it work. But Falcon seems like, all right, you final slash us, we can still recover.
My God. In case you missed that last item check, Kyle Teasy is almost 2,500 gold up from King Kong. Folks, quick reminder, King Kong is #1 gold per,
Masih menunggu aja.
gold per minute average this season.
Gak ada
So
rasa
that's
lagi
how hard
damage-nya
it has
sama
been
Cloud TG.
to farm as a Lancelot.
Yeah, Kyle TZ is actually full built already. King
Yep.
Kong, bit of a chop suey there in the end.
There
Has
it
the
is.
Fury Hammer and the Legion Sword.
Approaching 3,000 up.
Yeah, this has been a great game for Team Falcons to, kind of buckle in and make things work in their favor. Yes, Super Marco
Bigyan
struggled a bit here and there,
4,400.
making this Bane work, but
Seal.
the team's making things happen. They're going to fight for this Lord, though. Divine Judgment
Gede,
on
tarik
Brusco.
dong.
They
Flicker
cancel.
Brusco ya.
They keep him at bay. He heals back up with a quick sound
Cloud TG
guard,
juga
and now
flicker.
Flap had the burden
Nah,
of
nggak
flicker
tahu orang itu
himself.
di
He's
situ.
going to be the one in trouble as Kelro picks up that kill. A final slash to collapse down on
Nah,
Kyle.
mati
He's
sudah.
gone too, and it's gone so bad for
Kyle
Team
TG yang
Falcons
pertama
in this
kali.
fight.
Mundur harusnya.
Super Marco in a troubling spot. He might just try to take someone with him, but he can't even with the deadliest catch.
Oh,
What
Gwyn,
happened,
yeah.
Team Falcons?
A miscommunication. Marco was miles away when Falcons had Onyx right on them.
Oh,
Falcons was not ready for that. Marco was not ready for that. And Marco tried to make the
Balikin lagi
hero
golnya, Bang, ya.
play of single-handedly picking off King Kong.
Itu
But it didn't
jelas
work
kesalahan
out.
Cloud TG-nya nunggu
Onyx
di situ.
gets the Lord 16 minutes in. And this is going to be a very rough defense for the Falcons if they get picked like that yet again.
In the blink of an eye, their 5,000 gold lead goes away just like that. And it's not like they haven't seen engages like that. It's just they took it a different way. What was the game plan for Marco going away that far?
I don't know, man. And they started off with a divine judgment on Brusco. It was
Check.
great that Brusco survived it because that's where it collapsed.
But they've done that like 2 or 3 times prior already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Falcons were backing off away from the fight. It was just a really great call by Onyx to continue applying the pressure, but Marco was not there. Again, that was the biggest question. Why did Marco split up from the rest, and why did he still commit to try and ganking the
Kelranya
members
betul
of Onyx?
hati-hati
Oh, and
loh
because of that,
sebelum
they're going to lose his tier 2 in the bottom.
Di semua
Top
rumput
lane
dia
as
hati-hati di ulti
You're going to have
terus.
to defend against this
Seal.
Lord. And it's not like Onyx going to take this lying down. Onyx are pushing in. For the first time in a while, they have free farm. The Super Fam are getting resources.
That is a Holy Crystal Winter Crown on this Angela.
Ini dia equipmentnya.
That's going to be paired up with
Udah
a
full
Harlot,
itemnya
paired
SS-nya.
up with a Lancelot.
King Kong ketinggalan
This is going to be
item
really
itu.
tough for Falcons. Onyx,
Nah,
they
udah
deserve
jadi
this comeback. If ever they do get the win in this game number 3 and cap the win off in this series, they crawled back through it. With great
Oh.
gameplay, here's Kirk.
Kirk jumping in again. There's the
Ditarik
judgment to
langsung.
bring him back. Immortality's
Nggak
going to be
dikasih
popped, and
pulang.
Kirk is going
Terpaksa
to be
ditinggal.
gone. I'm not sure if Onyx needed to start that fight, but they went for it anyway.
Kejar.
Conceal's going to be used. Does Team Falcons put the pressure here? It looks like they'll be stopped in their tracks.
Get out of my yard, says Falcons, as they clear all the waves from getting pushed. And now it's all about recovery. Falcons have to turn the map red once again.
You see Kirk was really disappointed in himself for that result. I think it was a team call, but it doesn't look like they were just completely right in their timing. Every entry of an Arlot, every entry of Onyx, they have to keep in mind, deadly catch, the
Ui.
Sharks will come out. Winter Crown early!
Oh, they want to go for this turret here. Brusco taking a ton
Belum
of damage.
Marco-nya.
There's
Di
the
bait-nya.
initiation. I'm not sure if King Kong's going to follow through, even with the heart guard. So they go ahead and just get on out of here. I think they're just going to clear things out. They wait for Kirk to be back up, and they lose the one base turret.
That's a
Nggak berani
small
King Kong
win
yang
for
main karena ada
Falcons, but
Kaja.
anything to recover after that blunder in the Lord should
Kajanya ada
help them
ulti.
get back on track.
Bandnya ada
They needed to get
flicker.
that turret.
Mana
Onyx, though,
karena
really deadly. Good thing
kalkulasinya
that Winter Crown didn't come off at the time where the
Kong ini
Sharks were
jago
right
kali,
on
Bang.
Kelra. But both animations ended
Nggak
at exactly the
ngasal
same
dia.
time so that Kelra was still safe from the deadly
Tuh.
catch of the
Speednya
Bane. Because
juga.
that was big burst on that Granger. I wouldn't be surprised if Falcons would have just committed that play with Kelra brought down really low
Kok
already.
mereka ini main
Tried
nggak
to take
tahu
down
di
the
mana
front,
posisi
force
lawan.
Kelra back,
Sangat
and then just take
berhati-hati
control of
sekali.
this Lord. But now we find
No
ourselves
mistake,
here,
Aldo.
19 minutes in, evolved Lord, full 5-man stack on both, and now Falcons is trying to go for the cross map play. Brusco's gonna
Oh,
find them out
kalau
though.
begininya kalau ada
And
mistake
Kyle
sama
setting up for
Super
what could
Prince-nya,
easily be answered by
bahaya.
the Angela. The conceal by Ogwyn. They're going for a false rotation here. They're keeping honest on their feet, thinking where could that duo be, and then they just circle back
Are they
to
gonna
the
blitz?
Lord, and they're gonna blitz. It
Wow.
looks like it.
Nah,
They just took the whole way around
The scenic route.
Play.
the scenic route.
They have to slow it down though and reset. Yeah, because King Kong can get here just in time. Good call by Falcons, but good read there by Onyx, finding the position and stopping that blitz play. All the minion waves crashing through top though. tough for Angela to deal with alone. They have to keep sending Kelra back.
Yep, so it's not all in for the Super Fam. And then the blitz resumes. Ogwin holding this long brush up top. Flapteasy against 3, against 4. Marco and Few holding the river brush.
Yeah.
I think the coast is clear.
Ogwin needs to hold this. Ogwin is in the perfect spot.
Oh, Ogwin, what's he going to do? Is he just going to try to grab King Kong
Did he
here? But
reset?
the Lord's going to reset again, at
Went too
least
far.
for now. It doesn't go for the full reset. As Onyx play this, Brusco taking a ton of damage, half health, has an immortality though.
Yeah.
And now Onyx might look to
Again,
go ahead and
yeah.
capitalize in. Heart Guard's going to be used on King Kong. They might just come down to a retribution battle here. A Feather House Kyle will get the
Kaltihinya
Lord.
mana?
The fight's going to break out and Kirk is gone. Team Falcons still looking to capitalize on it. Super Marco falls again though. And now Ogwin could be in trouble here. Flap on the run, but he's taken out. It's a double for Kelra. Team Falcons
King.
will disengage, but they got the Lord.
2 for 2. Prince and King Kong flushing out these brushes. They have to defend.
Ogwin has his DJ back again. Few has his feathered airstrike. Kaltizi coming from the
There.
back.
There.
Oh, a feathered airstrike. They'll be able to get Fritz. Fritz.
Lah,
Crazy, get a
ultinya
double.
He
ke
shuts
Kelra
him
dong.
down, and it's
Kelra
all
lagi
King
blunder,
Kong.
bos.
What a play from Team Falcons. They have the
Udah
Lord.
gawat ini.
They held on to their hopes
Ente
for the
King Kong.
playoffs. What an amazing play.
Ultinya ke
Team
Kelra
Falcons
dong.
will win game 3.
GK ulti otaknya lancar kali loh.
Time for the nest
Oh my
in
God.
Falcon